My name is Andrea Slobodnikova. I was born in Slovakia and I live and work in United States for 8 years. I am a child from mixed marriage. My dad is not Roma, Gajo, and my mom is Roma. I was raised in a family where love, respect, and shared support and understanding were the most important values. As a child with a darker skin, no matter that I was from the mixed marriage, as a child with a darker skin, I experienced discrimination and racism daily while I was living in Slovakia. And the life in unprivileged community made me or helped me to realize the importance of college education and the valuable resources. I received my master's in science of management, and then I started to work on my doctorate, and I graduated last year with a doctorate in higher education leadership. And after graduation, I was immediately hired by the same university. So the name of the university is Texas A&M University Commerce. And as I said before, after graduation, I got immediately hired as an assistant professor, and I started to teach. I started to teach organizational leadership for the new and innovative program in the United States. It's a competency-based education program. And I do also advising for the National Society of Leadership and Success. It's a local chapter at the university, and I can say that I recruited over 200 international students to attend leadership trainings, and I oversee also the student athletes. Most of them are African American students, so I am focusing on minority education as well. I remember words of my mom. She told me, "Child, you have to be 2 or 3 times better. You have to work 2 and 3 times harder than others to be who you want to be and to achieve what you want to achieve." The first person who helped me in the United States was my mentor and life friend for life. Her name is Janice Overlock. She was running journalist trainings in Hungary, Romania, Slovakia, and I was her one of her students. That was attending her trainings in Slovakia, and after a few years, she found me as she was teaching during that time at Texas A&M, and she found me like there is opportunity. Use it. So I just made quick decision, and I'm telling you, it was 2 weeks that I packed my little suitcase, went to the embassy, and was like, okay, gone. So I was 27 when I left Slovakia. And I started a new life. And I started to work on me, to work harder, to achieve something. The beginnings were very hard, like sleeping on the floor, eating just rice because I needed to survive somehow and feed myself and to pay for tuition. And there were a lot of struggles. And then I got blessed because I was hired as a graduate assistant. I was working in the College of Business, and I was a graduate assistant of the Dean of the College of Business for 8 years. They were keeping me there for 8 years while I was working on my education. And then you can prove them that you know how to work, that you are smart enough to learn quickly, to just prove that you're worth. After a while, I started to be in touch with African American community, and now I'm focusing on African American students. And I realized that African American community, they have the same struggle. And when I'm comparing Roma and African Americans, it's the same. I have a lot of students, African American students, and their motivation, belief in themselves, because it's something amazing. And I believe that hanging out with African American friends helped me to observe how do they behave. I believe in equity. I believe that if our kids will have same start as the majority kids, then we can work on improvements. Our kids, if I'm talking about the primary education, our kids are in the settlements. They don't, many of them, they don't speak Slovak language. If I'm focusing on Slovakia or either country, other countries, they don't speak the native language very well. They are from unprivileged environment, housing, healthcare, all of it. If we want to work with these kids on the same level, I will go with the equity. They have to be on the same level to have a good start. And then we can build something. So they need to be fully supported in education, in living, in healthcare, in everything. And it's going back to the family. So if we don't have equity, we can't move on. I believe in education. We need educated people. We need doctors, we need lawyers, we need teachers. And each of us has ability to improve. I believe that dedication of Roma kids is the most important. They need to be motivated. They need to believe in themselves. I didn't believe in myself while I was living in Slovakia. You need to have an environment. You have to have mentors who will motivate you, who will give you that sense that you are protected, that they will direct you, they will correct you. We have a lot of educated people here, a lot of educated people. I am in an environment when I'm meeting very educated Roma leaders who are running non-profit organizations, who are Jamal from Turkey, he's a great example. They are in a government, they have a political power. So we are on a great way. There is a potential, and they know exactly what they are doing. But then is the second step, well, how we can learn from them, how we can spread the information, how we can help other people to be the successful. So we have to find those positive role models, and we have to just teach each other. It's about unity, like, oh, well, let's work together and achieve things together. And I would definitely prefer if students can really work on their education to be good politicians, to be good leaders, to be able to work for one thing, to make a change. Message for my kids and for Roma students who really want to achieve something is just go hard. Go hard for your dream it, and believe in yourself. Believe in your potential, because everything in this world is there for you.